We're at 20 foot per second residual. That is probably due to downtrack error. We're at 20 foot per second residual. That is probably due to downtrack error.
Roger, we concur with the logic.
Right, so you guys think my music's getting better? Getting worse?
Angels 9. I'm going down to 3.
No, either way. Just doing a follow-up on VHF, UHF comms. So, despite my ranting against the Baofeng, I actually own quite a few. I also own GMRS radios. In the event that there is some sort of emergency, I will be handing them out to family, neighbors. GMRS in Canada, you do not need a license. LoRa, long-range data. So these little devices you can put in your backpack, link up to a cell phone, download the Mesh-tastic software onto your cell phones, and you'll have off-grid data for days and days. Next up, software-defined radio. If you don't know where to start with radio, any type of radio, get an SDR dongle and just start using it. Airspy. Okay, Airspy is going to be the program that you're going to be plugging it into. So you get a little rabbit ear antenna off Amazon and the dongle. Plug it in, adjust the settings. There's lots of videos on it, and away you go. No ham license required. S2 Underground does a fantastic series on, or it's got a video on aircraft tracking using the SDR. Learn it, love it. This is the 48-inch ARRL antenna, and this actually goes through the wire harness that you can see here into the Baofeng or Anytone or GMRS or on my backpack. So when I'm running a radio on my kit, I am not running a hand mic. I am running a earpiece, because the hand mic, unless you're doing search and rescue type stuff where the earpiece is prone to get pulled out, stay away from the hand mic, because the earpiece keeps your conversations quiet and you get that sound control. Right, so I've got the Anytone 878, I've got the Baofeng, and I've got the GMRS. They all have the same adapter. It's good to have everything so that it is compatible. Here I've got my helmet, headset, Peltors, and the ARRL clips into the free end of the wire management system, and then goes into my pack, and then I can flip it out like I'm back in Vietnam, which is super tactical. So GMRS, these particular radios are, you can program in frequencies as well as channels. So, if you don't want to do the whole, I'm breaking the law, because technically you would be, then go GMRS. It's almost like they thought of everything ahead of time. Right, so mounting. On my kit, I am running a USMC load bearing vest with a custom wire management Velcro system. Watch the tutorial on using a sewing machine, because it helps out. And I've got the Anytone 878, my go-to preferred radio. Yes, you can use the Baofeng, it's fine. I just like the digital modes and the additional characteristics. It's a bit more robust. I put the radio in a military radio pouch because they've already tested this. I put the antenna away from my face, so the radio is actually facing backwards. And then I run the headset through the cable management Velcro system up over my shoulder and into my ear. Again, having an earpiece keeps everything from, so your comms are private and you're not blasting out blasting out your radio for everyone to hear. But if you're not interested in that type of sneaky stuff, then don't worry about it. Wire management, cable management is critical. And again, you can get a waterproof case, but I prefer having the military pouch or the radio pouch so that I can take it out, change the channel if need be, put it back in, and do it quickly, because I don't want to mess around with some sort of case that goes over it. So for all your radios in the field, you're going to need to power them. This is my solar panel, but I've got a larger 100-watt panel, off-grid ham radio, Oscar Hotel 8 Sierra Tango November. Has a fantastic YouTube channel, Power Film Solar Energy. And here we have Marine VHF and Family Radio Service FRS radios. These are just honorable mentions, but in Canada, if you are on the water, you need to have a VHF radio and a VHF radio license. You can get the license through Power Squadron and, get fuddy up in there. The FRS, you do not need a license. So hand them out, pretend you're G.I. Joe. Trail cams, it's got an antenna. I use them. They are in undisclosed locations. You may be filmed if you are near me. Connectors, BNC connectors, all sorts of male and female adapters. To fit all the different types of antennas, you need that. And finally, you need to have some sort of quick guide for people you hand the radio to in an emergency. Here I have the Baofeng programmable instructions, not the chirp instructions, because we are not going to be programming these radios if we are in a grid down situation on the computer. We are expecting to be programming the radios using the button interface. Instructions for the frequencies that you need to have your family be on, very important. And the ARRL frequency cheat sheet, which I use constantly, because for HF, you need to know which bands to be on. For VHF, nobody cares anymore. Don't want to be a FUD. So no FUDs around here. Don't listen to those ham guys. And finally, if you are inclined to actually take your ham test, your ham license, I found the best way to do it was to go through as many lessons as I could. You can find the entire answers for the exam online. I will add a link below to the GitHub repository for the 1,000 or so answers. It's easy, but I also understand that it's a government intrusion. Somebody's got to do it. But at the same time, we're all on the same team, guys, ladies, fellas, don't be so cantankerous about the ham community. We're all going to be on the same team at some point, fighting against people with purple hair. All right, on that, have a great time. Maintain those perimeters and keep up the fudness.